Welcome to This Week in Wimberley. I'm Chris Doelle. I will be joined shortly by Mr. Z, Gary Zupancic. This is a show where we talk about what's going on in and around the Wimberley Valley, all the fun stuff. We will get to that in just a moment, but first, quick message from some people who made this show possible. Clean Tanks is a local, family-owned, full-service rainwater collection tank and well collection tank cleaning company based right here in Wimberley, Texas, but serving the entire Texas Hill Country. They service tanks from 1,000 gallons up to 200,000 gallons. They designed and built a wet vacuum system that removes all the dirt and sediment from inside the tank, all with very little water loss. As always, your satisfaction is 100% guaranteed. You can call Clean Tanks at 512-806-3322. You spent a lot of money on this water collection system. Make sure your tank is a clean tank. All right, everybody, join me in welcoming Mr. Z, Gary Zupancic. How are you doing, Gary?
Oh, doing fine. Getting better, as a matter of fact, because we're going to be getting warmer. It's going to warm up from that huge deep freeze. In fact, it was here at my house, 16 degrees in the morning. You know, next night was like 17. You know, and you go, wow. So yeah, I had to pull a propane heater out, put it in the greenhouse, and now I know it's a full tank to go overnight on low.
Nice. Well, I tell you. Just a little helpful advice. If you've got your plants covered, it's going to warm up, but it's going to freeze again. If they're covered with something cloth, you can just leave it like a bed sheet. But if you're covered with something plastic, you should take it off until, this Saturday when it's going to freeze again.
Yeah, it's really funny you should mention that. Tuesday is my radio show, and going on the way to the radio station, all along the radio station, they're around Square and stuff. You see bundle up stuff, and you look real quick, and oh no, that's not a person. It's just so like everything is just all covered. So yeah, if they're uncovered, you're exactly right. Yeah, but it's going to get cold again. So it's 74 today. It's like whoa,
I love it. It's Texas, right?
Yeah, it's Texas. That's what can I say? So, hey, coming up on the 19th is the 7th annual Chili Cook-Off and Cupcake Wars. That's at Catherine and Porter, right there on Ranch Road 2325. Yes. And $10 per person or $25 for a family of four. That is a lot of fun. The kids at CAPS are a unique bunch, and you never know what to expect when it comes to cupcakes. They decorated them and all that. And I used to cover that, and it was a lot of fun with the kids. It really, really was. Yeah,
I taught there for 2 years, and you're right. It's a very unique bunch. They think outside the box, and their cupcakes are amazing.
Yeah, they are. So St. Mary's Knights of Columbus are preparing for the casino night on February 3rd. That's not too far away. And really what that whole thing is about is getting donations to wounded warriors. And they help out veterans, and they treat them to a big old breakfast, or I think it's a big old lunch. There's a big old lunch, and there's an award ceremony, I believe. But yeah, it's a big deal. It really, really is. And of course, whenever the Knights of Columbus here in town put on anything, it's a big deal. Whether it comes to donations or Hunter's Night Out or whatever, and casino night, So that's on February 3rd. You can find out all the information on the internet. The Wimberley Valley Big Band will perform Saturday, January 27th from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Wimberley VFW Post Hall, 6441. And that is, they're going to be doing performances of winter tunes. January 20th, Shapeshift exhibition at Art Space. It's in the old Sugar Shack, and really it's pretty cool because We have actually a building for art for the school kids and everybody else in town. Since, art is sort of considered on education level one of those things that you can cut, and you really can't.
No.
But there is an art classes at the schools, but this reinforces all of that. So it's a really, really great place. And if you need more information, projectartwimberley.org, and that's Project Art Wimberley, all one word. January 21st is the guitar recital with Mark Anthony Cruz, 3 p.m. at the Wimberley United Methodist Church to raise funds for the Texas State University Hill Country Classical Guitar Ensemble Festival and Competition. Cruz will be joined by guitarists Matthew Montoya, Sophie Reel, and Maria de la Cruz Medrano. So that is the 21st, 3 p.m. at the United Methodist Church. Of course, we have our usual weekly event, DFW Bingo. Early Bird Bingo is at 7 p.m. Regular Bingo is at 8 p.m. Family friendly, BYOB. Bring a cooler if you want with sandwiches, that type of stuff. For more information, go to VFW6441.com. And this sounds like a really interesting thing. I wish I was a reporter again because I'd get tickets. The Non-Partial League of Women Voters at Hays County is hosting a wine tasting event at the Wimberley Community Center February 2nd from 6 to 8 p.m. Tickets are $40 per person and can be made by mailing a check to LWV of Hays County, Post Office Box 414, Wimberley, Texas. And if you go to their website, the Hays County League of Women Voters, you can also get that information. And now it comes time for sports. Tuesday night, the Wimberley Texans, who are 13-9, and the Navarro Panthers, who were 7-13. They were in a Wimberley district matchup, and Wimberley won 63-52. When it came to the Lady Texans, they lost to the Lady Panthers, I guess. And but they are, and Navarro Panthers are like 20-9, so they're really, And we get to the music, and of course today is Blue Jay by Tiger Alley. Now this is a really interesting story because Birmingham, England guitarist and a West Texas fiddler met 10 years ago. And Johnson, who hails from Birmingham, England, was on a U.S. tour, had a chance meeting with El Paso-born Cox. In the place of so many musical connections, they were both singing with and doing their guitar work and fiddle work with other bands, but they decided to go and, hey, let's cut one ourselves, So they had an album release party, and it's called Sizzling Summer, with their album release on January 12th. And their website, how you can contact them, is Sophia Johnson Music, all one word, .com. And Blue Jay is about, girls and guys, usual stuff, So here it is.
It's a good old-fashioned country song. I love that.
Oh, yeah, yes. I mean, hey, when I was back down in Houston, it would be on KIKK every hour.
Yeah.
So, really, as usual, we get our music stats, really from Carl Rabineau of the Wimberley Valley Arts and Cultural Alliance, who are also our nonprofit this week. But and their slogan is "Wimberley, come for the music, stay for the charm," and that's pretty cool. I really enjoy that. So Thursday, 6 p.m., guitarist Kelly is at the Wimberley Inn and Bar. 7 p.m., open mic at Savages. 7:30, Warren Hood at Susanna's Kitchen. And, of course, you have to stand in line and no pre-sale. Friday, January 19th, 10:15, Joe James at the KWVH patio. 10 p.m., karaoke live at Savages. Saturday starts up at 10 a.m., guitarist Kelly at the Wimberley Inn and Bar. 5 p.m., Steve Wood and Rob Little at Dos Olivos. 6 p.m., guitarista Kelly at Corazon de Mexico. 7 p.m., no permit at Savages. 8 p.m., Gus Miller at Mercer Street. 10 p.m., karaoke live at Savages. And then, of course, Sunday at noon, Stanley Albert and Guitarra at Dos Olivos. 3 p.m., Hill Country Honeys, Picker Circle at Dark Skies Tavern. And, of course, that's in Wood Creek. 3 p.m., Pearl Snaps at Mercer Street. 3 p.m., Texas Atras at Middleton Brewery. And 7 p.m., Nick Garza's song, Get Along, at Devil's Backbone. Monday, January 22nd, 10:15, Deb Westlau at the KWVH patio. 6 p.m., open mic at Middleton Brewery. Tuesday, 10:15, Anna Lemaire at KWVH patio. 10 p.m., karaoke live at Savages. And Wednesday, 10:15, Bruce Hughes at the KWVH patio. And 6:30 p.m., Song Circle at Savages. And again, like I said, it's always provided by Carl Rabineau and Wavaka. And they're our good friends, but they're also a nonprofit. They were formed in 2013 by nearly 24 businesses and organizations in the region in the belief that arts and cultural enhancement, our economic viability, and the quality of life, which we do have here in Wimberley. Wavaka was granted a 501(c) status in 2014. And they got a lot of designations. They are a cultural district designation from Texas Commission for the Arts, film-friendly community designation by the Texas Film Commission, and Texas Music-friendly designation from the Texas Commission on the Arts again in 2022. So really, they are just doing wonders for this community, and they keep. They're sort of like a cohesive unit to all the different groups and, art groups and musicians, writers, movie makers, They do a wonderful job. And, hey, there's not a better nonprofit. And if you want more information on them, they are at WimberleyArts.org. So there you go, Chris. Don't forget, tune in my show. Tuesday, we have Alan Marburger on, and he's a local rancher, and he's amazing. I've never seen the front of that guy's face. He's always somewhere shaking hands and being the good dude that he is.
I love that. I love basically everything you bring us. And I want to take a second, though, to thank the audience for giving us their time and their attention. It is the greatest gift they can give, and we will promise to value it and to keep bringing great stuff.
Well, I really hope that we give a lot of information to people so that they know that there is a lot in the community and there's a lot of people here that really care about each other. This is a really caring community. So, yeah, listeners, thank you. I appreciate it. Without our audience, we're not anything.
That's true. All right, Gary, we'll stay warm and we'll be talking next week.
All righty, Chris, you take care.
Have you ever thought about doing your own podcast? It is the absolute best way to grow your brand, spread your message, and build your following. Fresh Media Works can help. We do all the heavy lifting, and you just focus on your message. To find out how easy we can make launching your new podcast, call 713-269-4620 or check us out at freshmediaworks.com.
As always, I want to thank Gary for sitting down with me. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, for giving us what I consider the most important and valuable gift you can give, and that is your time and your attention. Go out there and participate in your city. Participate in all the great events going on in the city, and tell us about it on your Facebook groups, on your Twitter, anywhere you have friends. Share it out.